inclusive to exclude the words such as father and mother, husband and wife. Is that inclusive?
No!
No! The proposed new curriculum, which 70 to 80% of parents across this province oppose, is nothing more than a cult-like attempt to indoctrinate our children on how to think, how to behave, and how to act according to how the provincial government has deemed it appropriate to do so. Why is the provincial government of Ontario conflicting with the Canadian federal government via the Charter and Criminal Code? The Charter ensures all Canadians maintain their rights and freedoms. The Criminal Code protects us of criminal behavior, and yet this curriculum promotes the following against the Criminal Code. Consent of sex to minors. No means no. Well, there are two sides to that coin. Then yes must mean yes, which would be completely illegal. What should be taught is that if anyone touches a minor, they are going to go to jail. That is the Canadian law, right? Right. It is child sexual exploitation to counsel minors to sexual touching. Illegal to teach and influence masturbation or influence sexual touch of any kind. Anal sex is illegal in Canada until the age of 18 years. It has no place to be taught in our schools. And if it were to be taught, the statistics associated with anal sex should be taught with it, yes?
Yes. Absolutely.
Because it is much greater than vaginal sex. STIs are much greater with anal sex than vaginal sex. And body trauma, that's not mentioned either. And since when is it considered healthy to introduce unfounded theories to very young and impressionable children who are easily manipulated and influenced? It is ludicrous to introduce gender fluidity theory and 6 genders to children who are just beginning to discover who they are. It is a proven fact. People with gender disorder, as it is more commonly known, have much higher depression and suicide rates. Our children will not be used as mules and their minds altered using the power of suggestion and manipulation. That's right. It is the job of the provincial government to listen to what the people want. We do not want our children sexually exploited and manipulated or indoctrinated. We want to be respected, not undermined and insulted. We will not back down or give our children over to the Ontario government. We say no to the Liberal Party from here on. Our advice to Premier Wynne is simply this: we want you to resign.
Thank you, Nikki. Now I would like to introduce Francis.
Thank you, all parents, grandparents, all moral fellow humans here. We are here to representing Parents Alliance of Ontario. Everyone standing here, you are a member of this Parents Alliance. We are getting together to fight this curriculum. This curriculum is too much, too early, too explicit, too age inappropriate. too misleading for our children. Parents are left out. Children are at risk. So we take it to the street. We want more parents to be aware of this. A lot of people still don't know what's going on with this curriculum. They thought our government, our caring and good government, are protecting our children, are teaching good things to our children. They don't know there's poison in it. While all elementary schools around the world are trying to teach children excel in reading, writing, math, science, but our government, the Ontario Premier Wayne and Education Minister Sandals, have been busy with pushing a sex education agenda as a done deal without meaningful consultation. This pedophile spirit behind the curriculum is more than pedophile, a sex predator curriculum than an education curriculum. This benevolent pedophile spirit behind it, no one can avoid it, no one can say no about it, even though they are denying about it. The curriculum teachers plan to teach early grades with age-appropriate, overly explicit topics like masturbation, oral sex, anal sex, or gender intercourse. And the idea of being male and female is nothing biological, but a social construct.
What do we say? No! What do we say? No! What do we say? No!
It is very misleading teaching young grade 7 students, 12-year-old. It says to prevent transmission of HIV, avoid behavior associated with greater risk of HIV transmission, just without condom injection with drug use. They introduce the oral anal sex to grade 7 students, but without teaching them much more.
What do we say? No! What do we say? No! What do we say? No!
It says HIV treatment can reduce the amount of HIV infection in someone's body to the point where it is much less likely that HIV will be transmitted. It also says when people get tested for HIV early in the infection and access to HIV treatment, they have the opportunity to lead to a normal life. And one of the best things you can do to stop HIV is to stop the stigma that is associated with having the infection. How in the world a school curriculum pushed by a government teaching kids this way, teaching HIV can be not transmitted? You can live to a normal life.
What do we say? No! 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 Absolutely not!
Among the facts, the curriculum avoids to mention that condoms do not 100% protect from all HIV, pregnancy, and drugs used to treat HIV/AIDS do not completely eliminate the infection. He or she is still contagious, even receiving the treatment. The median time from HIV infection to the end stage AIDS is only 10 years in Canada. It's the public data from Health Canada. It's not everyone can live a normal life. We have to teach the children people can die of HIV/AIDS, and millions of people die of HIV/AIDS each year. We don't teach our Canadian children that they can live to a normal life. Also, when you teach 12-year-old anal sex, you have to let them know anal sex is the most efficient way to get HIV. The curriculum forget to teach that. Also, for anal sex, it's against Canadian Criminal Code 159 if they are under 18 years old to practice that. But they teach that, they didn't tell them the criminal code. What about love?
What do we say? No! To the curriculum. What do we say? No! Doctor, what do we say? No!
What about love, marriage, responsibility? They were never mentioned in the curriculum. Young children are being turned into a sexual being. Is this a sex education curriculum or a sex predator curriculum? Parents have legal rights and charter rights to play a role in our children's learning in their sex education. We are the parents. We are the first educator, not Premier Wen. She is not qualified to teach my children, to teach your children about sex education. As parents, we have to stand up to protect our children, protect our fundamental value of respect, love, responsibility, and equity. Why are parents left out? Please join the effort to spread out the news. Tell your friends, tell the teachers, tell what's the poison part, tell the poison of this curriculum. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for raising up your voice to protect our children. Thank you.